How's it going? I've got May 13th, 2025. Ken Arizona here. I'm in Vista, California. Have you heard of this guy? Jim O'Rourke. He's in the Baseball Hall of Fame. I'm curious about the guy. 2,639 career hits. He's got a 310 career batting average. I'm interested in these old time baseball players. I've been looking at their box scores, I've been looking at their accomplishments. This guy was one of the premier hitters of the 1870s and the 1890s. Played 23 years. So in my last video, I covered his 1870s. What was interesting about that decade, baseball players did not play 100 games in a season. They played about 60, 70, 80 games at the most. So I looked at 8 years of Jim O'Rourke's career from 1872 to 1879. He had 5 out of the 8 years, 300 or better batting average. So how does he do in the 1880s? I want to look at the box scores, look at the seasons. How did he make the Baseball Hall of Fame? I think I know why. Because during the 1870s and the 1880s, he was one of the premier baseball players of that era. He was a really good hitter, scored a lot of runs, a lot of base hits, 310 career batting average. Let's look at the 1880s. He's 29 years old in the year 1880. Gets into 83 games, 348 at bats, bats 302. He had 105 hits. So 86 games, 100 hits, 100 hits, 1880. 1881, 83 games, 105 hits. There he bats 302. 1882, I'm going to go through the 1880s. 84 games, 370 at bats, 281. Okay. So far, he has 6 seasons, 300 or better. 1883, 94 games, 143 hits. He bats 328. That's the 7th time 300 or better. 1884 season, 108 games. They finally pushed over 100 games in a season. What does he do? 162 hits. That will be the most so far. He bats 347 and wins the batting title. So how many 300 batting average seasons so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. His 8th 300 batting average season. 1885, 112 games, 143 hits, bats 300. 9 seasons, 300. 1886, 105 games, 136 hits, bats 309. 1887, 103 games, 113 hits, so he's down a little bit. 285 average. 1888, 107 games, 112 hits, 274. 2 poor years there. 1887, 1888. But 1889, he bounces back. Listen to this. 502 at-bats. He gets into 128 games, 161 hits, 321 batting average. 1890, 111 games, 172 hits. This will be his best year. He bats 360. So let me see. That finishes the 1880s. He gets into the 1890. Plays 3 more years here. He plays 1891, 136 games. That will be the most. 164 hits. Bats 295. 1892, 115 games. 136 hits. Bats 304. And then he finishes his career age 42. 129 games in 1893. He gets 157 hits, 42 years old, and bats 287. So he plays 22 years. How many 300 batting average seasons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 out of 22 years, 300 or better. His high was 362 batting average. This is how he got into the Baseball Hall of Fame. He played 1,999 games. Just missed out on 2,000. What's up with that? If I was him, if I had known my stats, I say, I need one more game to make it even 2,000. So he plays 1,999. 8,503 at-bats. And he gets 1,729 runs scored. That's a good number. 22 years, 1,700. 2,639 hits in about 2,000 games. 638 more hits than games played. If he had played 2,500 games, give him another 500 games, he would have had 3,000 hits, right? He was on that pace. 2639 in hits. And you know the sad thing about it? Because early in his career, when he was in his prime, they were only playing 80 games a year. If he had played a 154-game season, in 20 years, he would have had 3,000 hits. 468 doubles, 149 triples, 62 homers. They didn't hit homers in those days, but 1,208 RBIs, 310 career batting average, 352 on base career, 422 slugging. You got 3,591 total bases. What do you think of Jim O'Rourke? He played in the old school baseball era, 1870s, 1880s. Now you may say, didn't they pitch underhand sometimes, and didn't they count walks as hits? Well, I'm looking at his stats. It says for every season they count walks in his stats. He had 513 career walks. Now, if they count walks as hits, then you got to add those 513 walks, and he pushes over 3,000 hits. So a lot of times, I think on Baseball Reference, I'm pretty sure on this, I think their research says that he got the 2,639 legitimate hits, not walks counted as hits. I think they did pitch underhand in some of those seasons. But did you know the pitching mound was closer? It was 50 feet, not 60 feet. Is it harder to hit at 50 feet or 60 feet? I think 60 feet is easier. It's farther away. Anyways, Jim O'Rourke, he makes the Baseball Hall of Fame by playing in that old school era. He was one of the premier players of the 1880s and the 1890s. Interesting guy. So that stirred my curiosity. Take a look at him, evaluate his seasons, evaluate him as a hitter. All right, my next guy I'm going to look at, you probably haven't heard of him. But my baseball book here I've got, see this book right here? Baseball Hall of Fame Almanac. There's a guy named Jake Beckley. Have you heard of him? 308 career batting average. Listen to this stat: 2,938 career hits. That means he was 62 hits shy of 3,000. I'm interested in the guy. I'm going to look at him. Okay. Talk to you later. I'm out.